Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about something called as M notation. So in M notation there are two types. That is, in M notation there are two types. One is max term. In M notation there are two types. One is max term and another one is mean term. So these two things comes under the M notation. Why we use M notation? The M notation is used because it is used to express the logical expression. So what is max term and mean term we will see first. So I have already written the definition. Mean term is nothing but each individual term is in standard SOP. That is known as a mean term and it is denoted by summation of M. And what is a max term? Each individual term in a standard POS, so denoted by pi m. Or in a short form you can write it as SOP, that is sum of product, is equal to summation of m, that is mean term. So this is a symbol of mean term and SOP is always equal to 1. I have said it many times. And A is equal to 1, so A bar will be equal to 0. And product of sum is equal to pi m, that will be equal to 0. I already said it. So this is a max term. So here the ulta, here it will be the reverse of this one. That is, here A bar will be equal to 1 and A is equal to 0. So we will let us see this using some examples. So as an example, I will take the three inputs and we will write a truth table. First I will tell you how to write the truth table, that is A, B, C. And here I will write a mean term and here I will write a max term. Okay, before telling this I will tell how to write the truth table. So let me explain that first. So I will explain how to write the truth table. If there are if there is a single input, if you take some machine, like you imagine it as a machine now for a sec, because you might not be knowing what is logic gates and all, so we'll take it as just a machine. If there is one machine and we are giving it one input, so this input will be having a two types of inputs. Okay, two types of inputs. In this digital electrons we are giving only two types inputs, that is 1 and 0. So this is the main thing here. So we are giving only two types of inputs, that is 1 and 0. So you take it as it is having two types of inputs, so either it will be 0 or 1, and we will getting a output according to this, either it is 0 or 1. So to find that how many combinations of inputs we are going to give, we will use a formula known as 2 raised to n. So this will be a input combinations. This will be input combination. So 2 raised to n. Here the term is only 1. So n will be equal to 1. So n will be equal to 1. That is 2 raised to n means 2 raised to 1. That will be equal to 2. So we are going to give a two combinational inputs. So that two combinational inputs are going to be A. So A is an input. So there is going to be a two combinational input. So that is going to be a 0 and 1. These are the two types of combinational inputs. So in the same way, if I give a two inputs to a machine, that is, here is a machine, I am giving a two input, that is A and B. So how many inputs are it, how many combinational inputs it going to be? So we are using a same formula, that is 2 raised to n. Here n will be equal to 2. So 2 raised to n is 2 raised to 2. That is will be equal to 4. So 4 combinational inputs it are going to be. Now how we are going to write it in the table? It was easy here because 0, 1. Here it is 2 raised to n, that is 4 combination. So if 4 combination are there, we are going to make it in a two parts, like 0, 0, 1, 1. So in the first line we are going to write it as 0, 0, 1, 1. So in the second line we are going to write it as, we are going to again divide 2 into 2 parts. First we are going to divide 4 into 2 parts. Then we are going to divide 2 into 2 parts. So 2 into 2 parts is going to be 0, 1, 0, 1. So 4 was the answer. So we wrote it as into a two parts, that is 0 in one part, 1 in one part. Means like first we divided 4 into 2, and we made 0 in one part, 1 in one part. Then after dividing 4 we remained with 2. Then we divided 2 also into a 2 part, that is 1 1 part. So that is going to be 0 1 0 1 0 1. So in the same way, if there are 3 inputs, that is A, B, C, so we are going to use the same formula, that is 2 raised to n. So n is here equal to 3. So 2 raised to 3, that will be equal to 8. Now we are going to first we have to divide 8 into a 2 parts, that is going to be a 4. So we will divide 0 and 1 into a 4 parts, that is going to be 0 0 0 0 4 and 1 1 1 1. So we divided into 4 parts. Then again we are going to divide 4 into again half part, that is 2. So we will divide it as 2, that is 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. Again 2 into 1 1 part, that is here C will be having, I will write it here, I will write C is here 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. So this is where the way you are going to write the truth table, and according to it you are going to get the output. I will show how to get the output. So let me show here. So I have got 3 inputs here. I am going to find a mean and max term of these 3 inputs. So let me write the truth table. I already show how to write the truth table of 3 inputs. So let me write it. So it is going to be first 2 raised to 3, that is going to be 8. 8 is divided into 2 parts, that is 4 4. So let us write 0 and 1 in 4 parts. 0 0 0 1 1 1 1. So this is 4 4 2 parts. Then 4 is divided again into a 2 parts, that is 2 2. So let me write it as 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. Again 2 is divided into 2 parts, that is 1 1. So 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. So now we are going to write a mean term and max term. I have already told what is mean by mean term. Mean term is nothing but SOP. I have written here. It is a SOP. Wherever A equal to 1 is written as A, and wherever A equal to 0 it is written as A bar. So where A is equal to 0 and B equal to 0 and C is equal to 0. So 3 are also A bar, B bar, C bar. Now for a max term, and it is a POS, so product of sum. So for a max term, it is a reverse of mean term. Wherever 0 is 1, we have to consider it as a 1. Means we have to consider it as a. So A plus, because it is a POS, so we are going to write a sum. So A plus B plus C. And in the same way, here we are going to write it as A bar plus B bar plus, not plus, we have to write a product. So A bar, B bar, C. So this is going to be, and this is going to be A plus B plus C bar, because it is a 1 here. In the same way, you are going to fill it here. You fill it this one. Okay. So let me take one more example. That is, I am going to take the example of AND gate. So first of all, before going to the truth table and all, I am going to tell about something about AND gate. I have already made a video on it. There is an verification video where I have shown the experimentally verified the AND gate. So before that, I will show what is AND gate. So before telling about that thing, we were going to talk about something about AND gate. So this is a symbol of AND gate. So in the AND gate, there are always going to be 2 inputs, and the output is going to in the form of whatever the input that are going to be multiplied, that is A into B. So if in always the input is going to be either in 0 or 1. So if the input is 1 1, the output is what is going to be 1 into 1, that is going to be 1. So in that way it is. I have already made one detailed video on this. You can watch it. So I'm going to tell theoretically everything, but there is a practical visualization. So here A into B. So the AND gate basically is having 2 input and 1 output. So let me write a truth table of this. So to write a truth table, here there are two inputs. So it is going to be 2 raised to n, that is going to be 2 raised to 2, that is going to be 4 combinations. So the inputs are going to be a and b. The inputs are going to be a and b. So this 4 is divided into two parts. You consider output is y, output as y equal to a into b. So we will take it as y here. Okay, so it is in a 4 combination. So first divide 4 into two parts, that is 2 2. So we are going to write it as 0 0 1 1. Again 2 you divide into two parts, that is 1 1. So 0 1 0 1. So we can tell output what it is. So here 0 into 0, it is going to be a 0. 0 into 1, it is going to be a 0. 1 into 0, it is going to be a 0. 1 into 1, it is going to be a 1. So for only one input it is having the value high. So we are going to write it in terms of max term and mean term about AND gate. So again I am going to write a truth table here. A, B and Y is equal to A into B. So 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. So 0 0 0 1. So I already told what is do you mean by a max term. So this 0 0 output is known as a max term. So this is a max term and this is going to be a mean term. So always remember that POS is equal to 0 and SOP will always be equal to 1, and this is known as max term and this is known as mean term. Okay, and one more thing, we have to write some number here: 0 1 2 3. So this numbers has to be written because it is in a binary form, and we'll make a separate video what is a binary form. If you don't know this, we just ignore it. I will make one separate video about it. So here this 0 0 0 is a max term because I already showed 0 means it is a max and it is a minimum. So let me use a symbol and write a max term. Pi m is equal to, so here max terms are, let's use this notations. So 0 term is a max 0, and first term is a 1, that is also max. 2 is also max. And what are the minimum term? So minimum is denoted as this. So minimum term is only 3. So these are the max terms and these are the mean terms in this AND gate. Okay, so you must have some visualization here, because what is the AND gate output? It is A into B. A into B comes under what? It is sum of product, because it is a product. So it is not a POS, that is it is not a plus B. So other than A into B, every other term is 0. It means that these are going to be a max terms and this is going to be a mean term. Okay, so that is what it is. So that's it for today. Thank you. If you have any doubt, you can comment it down. If you think that I have gone somewhere wrong, you can comment that also. I will correct it in the next video. So I will make a one more separate video of this, why I have written this notations, that is 0 1 2 3. Some might be knowing, some might not be knowing. So I will consider might be not knowing. So I will make the video on that. So that's it for today. Thank you.